YouTube, what's going on? HCO's Finest, hosted by Mike. What's poppin', everybody in YouTube land? Just basically giving you guys a quick update of what I've been, what I've been doing the last couple of days. I didn't really hit pay dirt. I mean, early in the week, I was on a decent medium. I got some nice boxed Lego stuff, loose but boxed. And I got a guy and his brother who buys for me now, so I do look for Lego and try to sell everything to them because they pay fair, very fair. They remind me of the guy who I used to do the video games with. This dude, I'm not gonna mention his name, but he's moving from Jersey to Florida. He probably already left, I don't know yet, but the last couple of times I brought a nice video game lot and I was left stranded. So I sold it. I mean, I got rid of this stuff. But, I have calmed down a lot with the video game stuff since. He avoided my phone call, so I deleted him. Knowing that I was getting more stuff for him, and whatever, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But outside of that, this week I also got, last week, because today's already Monday, the second day of the new week. So let me see. I did get a slim PS3, and I got the old school or OG PS3 backwards compatible. I don't know if it's a 80, a 60, a 40, or a 20. I'm pretty confident it's not a 20. I'm praying it's a 40 because I already have, I think, one or two backwards compatible, either 60 or 80 gigs. I can't remember which is which. So I did get two of those this week. Last week. I didn't get much in toys. I did come across two American Girl dolls, and then I had another American Girl doll I think I got early last week or the week prior, and I just didn't bring it out. I don't remember. Saturday, I only got the McFarlane. I didn't get much. As a matter of fact, I think the only thing I brought Saturday was the McFarlane King Kong. In a nice box where he has the little white lady in the red dress. That was Saturday at Meadowlands. I did very well. I came out with a gold, and I exceeded my goal, so that's always a plus. There were some games out there. Pete and Jerry had a huge. They did have a huge collection, like. He had a video game collection, but I purposely didn't come out with money. I came out with $145 on me, $40 just to buy some jibber jabber, and then $105 for the spot. Because I already brought my water and stuff to drink because I thought it was gonna be a hot day, but it rained. It was like misty rain for like the first 45 or so minutes, but it was cool, and it wasn't to the fact that your stuff got damp or nasty, and then it started getting hot in moderations. It wasn't that uncomfortable, but you could feel the heat. Yesterday was hotter. I did go to Columbus, but I didn't go to Columbus to sell. I went to look around. The guy, Ralph, who I brought the Panache Voltron from, he had a lot of stuff. He always has a lot of stuff, but his prices are ridiculous. And one guy brought some G.I. Joe stuff. His price was crazy, what he wanted me to pay for the stuff I had. He wanted $300. The original deal was $300. He had about 12 or 14 NES games that I snatched up. But the more I look at them, the more you could tell that the Super Nintendo games, they were 3D. They were 3D printed. Because I'm like, why the color looks so crisp and clean, and it just felt funny. Then I'm looking at the labels and I'm like, yo. But he knew, and that's what pissed me off. That he knew. And he figured, what people don't know won't hurt them. And I don't like that. I never knew he was a scumbag like that. So I'm going to deal with him from a distance because I didn't like that. It's a good thing I caught on to it. And it's a good thing I know games. And everybody else was walking around who know games like, yeah, it's fake. And I was like, yeah, he tried to pass it off as real. Like, it was a big thing about that. So I had those. And then I had a bag of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stuff. And it was about 5 or 6 figures in there that were either missing stuff. It wasn't part of the original vintage TMT stuff. So I wasn't having that. for the price he wanted. Then he had like a little box about yay big. No, actually about this big, and it had about 6 or 7 vintage Star Wars figures in it. Star Wars figures were in decent condition considering, and I think I had a couple of He-Man figures too. And he said 300. Now, I was like, okay, I was gonna try to do 250 or something like that. Knock off $50. That's that's the game we play. And the more I kept looking at the games, I was like, wait a minute. And then he started to have that oh shit moment look. And I was upset, and I started to say something, but I let it slide. And I already knew that I wasn't gonna buy this stuff, just because of what he did and the fact that he didn't tell me that, oh, those aren't real. Then after he started acknowledging that I knew, then he started talking about it. And I started to say, well, why you didn't tell me? But I was already pissed off, and I know how I'm gonna get pissed off. So anyway, I did come back later on and try to work another deal with some G.I. Joe and other stuff, but his prices were ridiculous for the condition. And I'm like, you know, the problem with a lot of people in flea markets, just like in garage sales, a lot of people think, oh, look what it's going for on eBay, but they never look and see what it's sold for, and then a lot of them don't take in consideration condition. See, I shop with my eyes, so whenever I get stuff that looks a little dirty or whatever, I clean it up very well and then bring it back out and I wrap it. You know, I treat my stuff like it's worth what it's worth, not what I paid for it. And anyway, I did get a couple of items yesterday at Columbus. I did take stuff down. I did go to look, and I took stuff down to Jerry. We worked out a deal. Whenever you hear me, there's 2 Jerrys. There's a Jerry and Pete in the Meadowlands. Then there's a Jerry that I met years ago when I was doing armed security at the Jacob Javits Center for Comic-Con. And I met him, his wife, and his boy and his boy's friend. Not his boy's friend, his boy's brother, excuse me, which is his friend. Anyway, they're all friends. And I sold some stuff to them, and you know, they were cool. And world is so small, boom, 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 knock on wood. I want to becoming real cool friends with him. I got his number. I've been in his store. They have a store now called Tinkerbee in Allentown, New Jersey, which is about 20 or 25 minutes from the Columbus Flea Market. And you know, we work a lot of deals and stuff like that. So I sell to that Jerry, and I buy from the Jerry and Pete in Meadowlands. And took you know, like the stuff that I got from that guy on Tuesday. I paid $5.75 or something like that for the G.I. Joe parts, the 1990s Kenner Batman, other DC stuff, and the Toy Biz 1990s Marvel stuff, and then I had a bag of Simpsons. Simpsons, you know, I like them, the Playmates Simpson figures, but they're not a big mover, and it's hard to move them. A lot of people don't want. I mean, hell, people don't even want them in package no more. So, you know, we worked the deal out for all that stuff. And I'm like, you know what? We worked the deal out for $350. So basically, like for $275. And I think I sold some stuff I got from them. I don't remember. Yeah, they had some other stuff that I had mixed in that I couldn't move. So there's a lady I know named Stephanie who does toys. So I sold her to Ben. You know, we worked the deal out for $40. It was just miscellaneous stuff that. Whatever, you know, being that she's a toy lady and she's there constantly more than me, it's easier for her to move stuff than me. And she has a clientele for toys. And being that she's a woman, it's easier for her to make money from other women who have children, you know, whatever. So I sold her stuff, so you figure, and then a Coach, I sold stuff to Coach. And what did we work out? What did I sell to him? I sold him the 5 Beetle Yellow Submarine figures. I sold that to him, and the Thunderbird stuff I got from Pete and Jerry last week, and I sold that to him for cheap. I sold it to him for $150. I mean, the Tracy Allen is worth more than that anyway. I should have done better, but he's got a store and this and that, and it didn't matter to me because I already made my money. So he wound up owing me money. So he owes me money. So, you know, I can go back out there Saturday, or I can meet up with him sometime this week and get my $240 he owes me. Either way you look at it, I made good on the deal I paid $575 for. Or was it $525? Well, whatever. It was 500, and it had a 5 at the end of the dollars. So whatever. Either way, I made money because I still have the Rolling Thunder in the box, and I still have the G.I. Joes that I already have up here. I kept the better ones, even though a lot of them are from the late 90s. Well, anywhere from 91 to like 94. Kept a lot of the vehicles from the 93, between 91 and 94. The ones that were intact. What else I kept from him? Oh, and I kept the Generation 1 Transformer stuff. So that was pretty good. Including Rodimus Prime. He's like a $70 piece. I did good. I would say I made a couple dollars. I don't remember, but I gotta get ready to go anyway because Isaiah should be ready for me, and I have to go meet up with my mom. I have to take some stuff to her. I brought, she's always asking me about milk glass, so I picked up some milk glass early this week for her, and I gotta take her Amish butter from 2 weeks ago, and I gotta take her piece of the pound cake from the Amish that I told her I need her to try because it tastes better than Entenmann's, and I love Entenmann's pound cake. And when people hear me say that, they're like, whoa. Because they know me and they know I love Entenmann's pound cake. I don't like all Entenmann's cakes, but their pound cakes are the best on the market. Them and Sara Lee. And I had this for almost a year. Well, yeah. The Doc Holliday Tombstone Pop. And I kept forgetting to give it to her. Even when she came here for the recession, for my brother's, recession or something like that? I forgot for her to take it home too. But I'm taking it to her with the milk glass, her butter, and the pound cake. And she did pick up a American Girl, aka Pleasant Company doll from right up the block from her. There's a Salvation Army, and I think she told me this Thursday or Friday. But I told her they're gonna be going. She said no, she don't think so. I think so. But I'm gonna go today anyway and see. It's already 7:24, so hopefully by the time we get there, it'll be like 8:30. I was going to head to Queens, to the Unique over there, because they open at 9, to see what they have. But with all the deals they got going on everywhere, I may just keep everything local. I may hit up a couple of Salvation Armies on the way coming back home. And I may try to hit that Goodwill up there on Livingston Street, downtown Brooklyn. They should have better stuff in there now, being that they built up so many. I mean, downtown Brooklyn now looks like Midtown Manhattan. It's crazy. And a lot of people from Manhattan are moving to Brooklyn because Brooklyn is the new Manhattan. The places are, you get more bang for your buck there than you do in the city. And that's why a lot of people are leaving these dormant apartment buildings and stuff and condos, and they're coming to Brooklyn because it's better eatery, it's less hassle, even though it is still is just as congested as New York. Is the city or Manhattan. But anyway, so yeah, I gotta take that stuff to her, and I figure, I could use a break because Monday is normally the more dullest, tiring day thrifting lately, or period, because everybody goes to these places on the weekends, and especially Red, White, and Blue, they don't process on Saturday and Sunday they close. Saturday they don't process, so the processing people got 2 days off back to back, Sunday and Saturday. So whatever people, so it's going to be virtually empty, and they don't process enough stuff to fill a store that quickly in 1 or 2 days. So I was like, you know what, I'm not going to go today. And if anything decent comes out, Pablo and maybe some of the other guys will hold stuff or pick stuff up for me, worst case scenario. And so yeah, I might go down, I might go see how that works in the city. So I did get this yesterday. I keep forgetting the guy's name. He does clean outs. He wanted $5 for this. When I came home, I looked it up, and it sells for. One sold for under $1. Sold under a damn $1. And then I seen them anywhere from one person selling it for $1 to other people selling it for up to $15. I paid $5 for it, so I felt like I lost money on it. But I'll take it to the market one day, and somebody will be like, how much? And I'll say $10, or I'll say 12 and they'll say 10 or 8 or something like that. So whatever. And then you got the Christmas Stories, The Old Man from NECA. This is like when NECA first started doing stuff. And, oh, I'm sorry. And this was 10, so I paid 15 for both. I asked him would he take 10. He said no. It's got to be 15. That's exactly what he said. And he's normally very lenient and stuff. So, I mean, he does clean out, so he must have looked them up. Whatever. That was $15. That was the first thing I brought early in the morning. And then this I brought from another guy. We sold on $12. He wanted 10 for this. I didn't realize it was missing the smokestack, which is Optimus Prime, 2007 Optimus Prime. This is they call it something in sound Optimus Prime, because he has a lot of silver and stuff like that. I transformed him out of truck mode. He was in truck mode when I got him. Took me some welding to get it done. So I got this, and I got these 3 Marvel Universe, aka Marvel Legend 3 3/4 figures. We got here the Thing, Hobgoblin, and I forgot. I think his name is Thunderbolt, or whatever the hell his name is. He's not that important. Whoop, he just fell. So I paid $12 for the 4 of these. I thought that was a steal, because that's at least for like anywhere from $5 to $10. So I got all these for 12. So 12 and 15 is 27. Then there's one guy who I brought some stuff from, Heavyset guy. He normally buys collections of video games and toys, etc., etc. And he sold me this for $3. Oh, you know that's gonna fall. It was both of them, and I brought it because, and it's funny because the week before last, I purchased this and it came, I think Friday or something like this. And here it is. I wound up finding it with this part. I switched his out because his is better than mine. Because this piece, every time you put it up, it falls back down. You know, like right here. So I paid. You know, I asked him how much. I think he was gonna say 10 or 15. He said, $3. So I couldn't grab it fast enough. So I paid him $3 for this. I mean, you know, the more Megazord parts you got, I could probably make more Megazords and Ultra Zords and this and that and upgrade like I do other stuff. And then this guy here, I did see this early this week. I think it was, as a matter of fact, it was Monday of last week. Because I decided that Mondays I'm going to head to Target and Walmart. I should go there before I actually go to the city. Because I believe today NECA may show up. One of the guys that I don't know them, but they're cool guys. They thrift. And I was like, damn, I walked right by this and didn't see this. And I know these things go for money now. A lot of people like them. They caught one. I don't know what it was going for, but they did catch one. And it was meant for me to get one because I wound up paying $3 for this. I asked the guy yesterday in Columbus, I was like, hey, how much is that? And he said, oh, $3. I was like, so I ain't even say nothing. I just went in my pocket, gave him the $3, said thank you, put it in my cart, and went on my merry way. $3 for this. On a regular, they sold anywhere from $30 and up. They're around to over 100 if you got all the little ships and everything to it. But just like this, and it does work. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And I'm doing this video, so this will be uploading while I'm leaving. And so yeah, then I got another dude, cool white guy. You know, you look at him and he has that racist, nasty, crazy redneck look, but nicest guy in the fucking world, man. It just goes to show, looks are deceiving because people think I'm a dick. I'm an asshole, but I'm not a dick. But I'm an easygoing guy. A lot of people like, well, whatever. Anyway, who gives a shit? This he gave me to for $25. You know, we worked the deal out. These Wii U games. He said he has some stuff earlier. People been starting to set up and sell around 5 now. You know, 5 in the morning. So for the Wii U, we got Mario Sonic at the Olympic Winter Games 2014. It's like a $10 game. Injustice Gods Amongst Us for the Wii U as well. That's like a $5 to $12 game. Then we got the one that's worth the most. The case is a little jacked up, but I'll switch it around. Sonic Lost World Deadly 6 Bonus Edition. That I'm adding to the collection. That's like a $25 to $30 game sold. And every price you ever hear me mention or say, oh, it goes for so and so. That's not the asking price. That's the sold price. And then we have here new Super Mario Brothers, new Luigi U. And that, believe it or not, this is a cheap game. This is anywhere from $5 to $15 depending. So that's a little odd. But I guess it's a very common, Mario game. But video gaming right now is kind of. Last year everything was on an up and pop, but now since everything opened up from the COVID, it's going back to normal. Video games are less this time of the year because like the spring and summer, video games are always at an all-time low because people are on vacation, they're not home a lot, and again, like I said, since the COVID opened up, a lot of people are gonna be selling and they don't need the video game stuff no more. There's places to go now and all this other stuff. So, anyway, $25 for the 4Ds. And I believe that was it. I came home, spent a couple of hours home, looked on Facebook Marketplace, and I thought I was talking to 3 different people, but it was 2 out of 3, which is ironic. Now, the apartment complex I went to, now the armed security guard, yesterday I did go to 2nd Avenue, I didn't come home with nothing. Then I went to Elizabeth's Unique, and their security guard in there, their armed security happens to be the supervisor for this facility in another part of Jersey, which is ironic. That just goes to show how small the world is. And we were talking, it was funny. And I was like, I saw you yesterday, right? And I'm like, wait a minute, I ain't going thrifting yesterday. And as I was saying that in my head, he was like, nah, today, bro. And I was like, oh, yeah. So anyway, first person that gave me the address is the first person I went to. In Belleville, a lady had a boxed Wii for $50 with 2 games, Mario Kart and another insignificant game. But being that her system was boxed, and I forgot I have the same system, but still no, she had it marked at 55. I said, would she take 50? Of course, very intelligently she said yes. I mean, it's only a $5 difference. So, met up with her in Belleville, got that, and as I was texting her, telling her I was downstairs, I was texting the other guy that finally got back to me to go pick up a PSP that I didn't have with 2 games for $80. He wanted $100, and I was like, listen, would you take $80? He said, sure. So I went to meet up with him. Well, I was on my way to him, and then I got a text from another person, or at least I thought it was another person, but it was the same guy, where he had a turquoise Game Boy Color with NES games, and he had it marked at 50. I asked him, would he take 40? He was like, nah, it's got to be 50. So I was like, all right, fine. So I wound up giving him 130 because I'm looking in Facebook going crazy, like, why is the address and the message coming up on this one? And then that's when I realized, he realized it was the same guy that was meeting up with him to grab the Game Boy Color, as I realized it was the same guy who just went upstairs and sold me the PSP. So I was laughing. It was crazy. People walking by my car looking at me like, what the hell's wrong with this guy? But anyway, it was funny. So the thing I got from her, I didn't even open this up yet, but I don't know if her box is in better condition than mine, but if it is, I'll switch everything around because every time I do get stuff, I do that. I see which one's a better upgrade, and I keep the one that's a better upgrade. But again, for $50, I mean, come on. I go thrifting now, and you're paying basically $50 for a Wii U in the bag. You know what I'm saying? So hers is boxed. Everything's in really good condition. She took everything out to show me, so I knew everything was in there. So later on today, when I come home tonight or whatever, I'll go through that, and I'll look at the 2 PlayStation 3s, the Slim, and see how many gigs that is, and the backwards compatible one, to see which one that one is as well. And if that one is which one I have, I'll bring it upstairs and see which one's a better upgrade. You know what I'm saying? And that's that. So outside of that, so I gave her 50. So yesterday night, technically going through Facebook Marketplace, I spent $180. So this is what I got from the guy. Great condition. He made sure everything works. It doesn't have the original adapter, but it does have the PSP thing here. to where you can charge it with that. So that's just as good. Hey, as long as it plugs in, who gives a flying crap? But when I do get PSP adapters, I'll switch it, and I like original stuff. But very, very good condition, PSP, and I don't have this one. It is not the newest model. The newest model is the 3 model. This is model 2, and I didn't even know this was official. I don't remember seeing this colorway, but it is nice, and I need this color, so yeah. And he gave me, what was in it was Need for Speed Carbon. He put it in there to make sure that it works. And he threw in the Greatest Hits Siphon Filter Dark Mirror as well. So I paid him $80 for this with these 2 games. It is very hard to come across these PSPs and PS Vitas, especially the colored ones. And waited downstairs for another 15 or so minutes for him to, for us both to adjust to figure out what the hell's going on. And then he realized, oh snap, same guy. So he came back down with a bag, and it had this in it. It does work. Really decent condition. I mean, it's in good condition. Not in better condition than the PSP, but in a lot better condition than a lot of Game Boy colors I've seen out. And you know, it has everything to it. I don't have this color, so I got 2 handhelds from the same guy yesterday that I need to color the colorways for them, because I like different variations of stuff, like everybody, like a lot of other collectors do. And he gave these. I know I'm keeping one. There's 7 games here, but I know I'm definitely keeping 1 out of the 7. I may keep 2, because 1 I don't have, and I am a huge fan of Sylvester Stallone. So $50, I'm sorry, for this. So this was 50. I gotta get ready to get out of here. So here we got winter games. I don't need that. Skate or Die, Top Gun, tennis, RC Pro-Am. I have all these. I mean, I don't know. I know I have RC Pro-Am. Jackal, I gotta look up and look at the gameplay, but this is a $20 game. And then we got Rambo. So Rambo is definitely a keeper, and Jackal, I'll see what the gameplay is. I should have did that yesterday, and I totally forgot. But these 5 here, they're not the best games, but tennis is probably a $7 to $12 game. RC Pro-Am 10 to 15. Top Gun about 10. Skate or Die about 10. Winter games probably about 5 to 10. Either way you look at it, I got 5 games here, so I'll try to get 30 for them. If I get $20, it's like I paid $30 for the Game Boy Color, and I got the 1 of the 2 games for free, because I don't know if I'm keeping that Jackal game. I gotta see the gameplay on it. So yeah, that's that. And like I said, you know what I mean? It's funny, I did better not driving an hour down than driving an hour down. But you know, you can't say that neither, because you never know what you're gonna find. In flea markets. So anyway, gotta go. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. And like I said, the more people leave comments and more subs I get, I'm gonna start doing giveaways. Oh, and I forgot all about that. I did get this as well. And then I realized that I already have one. And the guy had it marked at 50. And he had it marked at 50. So we sold on $42. Then I came home and realized that I already have one. And I think the one I have, I think I got it in a trade or something. But whatever, I need this one. I mean, I thought I needed it, but now I have an extra one. I already had an extra NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle whatchamacallit. So I may hold on. I don't know. You know, a year or so from now, these things will probably be in the hundreds. You know, I don't know, the price drop on a lot of them because they're starting to come up a lot more. So anyway, let me hurry and get out of here. And I don't think I'm going to be going thrifting that much this week. So anyhow, thanks for watching. Peace.